Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the PM Silver Bullet for Wednesday, October 4th. And we're going to use the Kraken Silver Bullet indicator. This is the indicator I use for all my Silver Bullet entries. We have a background, this background shading here. We have midnight open, 8:30 horizontal line, the 1:30 horizontal line, Sunday opening price. We have show imbalances. We have previous days highs and lows. We have all of the session high and lows. You can toggle the low or the high on or off. We have previous weekly high and lows. We have new week opening gaps, new day opening gaps. We have macros here that you can see how the macros play out. So we're actually going to turn these on for this session here. Just going to turn these on, see how they play out there. And then I also have the power of 3 candle that we can watch as we're doing this. So I'll just turn this on just so you can see how this works. If it was real time, it would show it a little bit differently. So, you know, it's the hourly candle. So let's just look at this. So this right here is the last hour. This is, noon to 1. Okay, so when I turn this over one candle over, these will change. Okay. Okay, there you go. That's the last hour from 1 to 2, and then this starts the 2 o'clock Silver Bullet hour. Okay, that's how this candle works, the power of 3 candles, and these lines are the open, high, low, close projection lines that paints in real time. That's part of the Kraken Silver Bullet indicator. It is free. The information is in the description of this video on how to get that. All right, so let's see where we're at here. When I come to the PM session, the first thing I'm doing is I am turning on the lunch session highs and lows. It's the first thing I'm doing, and if that's as far as I need to go, it's as far as I need to go. I'm looking for either the high to be swept and then targeting the low, or the low to be swept and targeting the high. So obviously, right here, we've already taken out the lunch. Let me move this over here. Let's just slide this over here. Let's offset that by, 15. Let's move this over just a little bit more. Actually, let's move it more than that. There you go. It's a little too. There you go. Awesome. So I just want to show you how that works. So I want to see the liquidity taken. So we have swept the New York lunch sell side liquidity right here, right? And now we're targeting the New York lunch buy side liquidity. This green is the macro. This macro from 1150 to 1410, I believe. That's the macro. So just to kind of highlight, just to show you what it's going on, just give you another option of what the Silver Bullet indicator can do for trading purposes. So we're going to go candle by candle and see what happens here. Okay. I usually don't have the macro on there, just so you know. But I had some comments asking what the Silver Bullet indicator does, so I wanted to have that on there so you can actually see it. So we got some relatively equal highs here. Swap liquidity right here. So I'd like to see these get broke. All right, so we got a market structure shift here. We have a fair value gap right here. I need to see that in more. Truth be told on this is when I was trading this live, I was getting ready to put a market order in over here. I was watching this and setting it up and thinking, and then this candle happened. And so when I was putting up right here, when I was putting the order in, this candle just started shooting down and went past it. So then I just didn't hit the button and kind of waited. And I saw that this took liquidity right here. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm off sides here. Maybe this wasn't the market structure shift. So, okay, now I'm waiting to see what's going to happen here. Obviously, I need this high to be taken out for a market structure shift now. So, in real time, I was going to set up a limit order for right here, and this candle happened, okay? So, if you're watching this video, I was going to take this trade as I was setting it up, because I don't do market orders. It just flew right past it in that minute, right? It was coming down, it was in it, and then it was beyond it, and I was like, oh, well, then I'm waiting. What's gonna happen? And then it came down, took out this low, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait. I need to see more price action. Okay, so this one was, obviously violated. So then I want to see how it's going to react to this fair value gap. Are we going to go right through it, or is it just going to be support to go down? So, now I need more price action. It needs to show me what's going on. Okay, so we just, cut right through it. Still want to see this taken out for a market structure shift. I want to see this taken out. Okay, just like that. I'll take that. Okay, and now I'll move this over, and what do we see? What do we have? First pull the fib from high to low, assuming that's the high. If it goes higher, we'll move it up, but right now that's the high. So equilibrium is right here. So fair value gap right there, and a fair value gap right there. There's nothing over here, in here, to take. I'm not really like any of this stuff right here either. So I'll take a limit order right at this equilibrium. Yeah, even though that this is kind of where I was going to take this trade, was kind of in the consequent encroachment over here. And so it's kind of close to where I was going to take my trade originally. Okay, I got a buy two here, but I would have been up a little higher. Okay, that's where I would have been, right there at the equilibrium, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so where would I take a partial? About 60%. Oh, 60%. So probably above these highs in here. About the 0.62, probably right there. All right, so as I'm watching this, I see that there's a breaker block right here. Let me mark it. Low, a high, a lower low. Trades through all this crap, but finally breaks through it, right? It gets respected here or respected here. This would have been an order block here. Order block here. It becomes a breaker when this candle breaks it. Okay, so this is an order block for here, comes down. An order block for this to come down. It becomes a breaker when this trades through it. So now, what did I just do? Okay, so if it comes back, it comes up and it comes back down, I will take another entry in this trade to show you what I did earlier. Okay. Okay. So on this one, I'm going to buy one. You know what? I'll buy two, just because I usually buy two, and so I can take a partial. So I should have bought two. It's not two separate. It just screwed up. So All right, so that's where I would have buy another one and I put another position on right there and still targeting the New York buy-side lunch, right? The lunch buy-side liquidity. Okay, so hopefully don't take me out, don't take me out. Not a huge fan of all these wicks right here, to be honest. I do like all the rejection, which is nice. That's good. Okay, feeling a lot better about it. I need to see the 62% to take my partial on my first one. All right, totally was watching this green that got highlighted and missed my entry. Sorry. So I'm gonna take 2 off right there. I'll move my stop to for both right here. This is my trailing stop for both. Now we're both in break even and take partials. So took partials here, which should have been down here, and trailing stops above this one, right? So now let's just see how this plays out. See if we get the buy-side lunch or lunch buy-side liquidity or not. And boom, right there, flatten. Okay, let me take off the power of 3. Oh, I'm going to take off the macros too. You can see this better. Okay, and then I'm going to take off the positions. All right, so we came to the chart and the PM session, and we marked out the New York lunch sell side liquidity and the New York lunch buy side liquidity using the Kraken Silver Bullet indicator. We saw that the sell side was taken, so we had a market structure shift, and this entry right here we would have lost. Okay, so if you got in here, maybe you got in right there. Not sure that would have filled you or not, but if it did, you lost this one. Don't let that scare you. If you did, I was going to enter this right here, but this candle saved me actually, because this candle saved me from having a loss, and then I still would have got in here. It would have been a green day, but luckily this candle stopped me from taking that trade. So this did take out sell side liquidity. So then we needed this market structure shift to make sure we're going long, right? That to change to being bullish. Just because we take out liquidity, we still need market structure to tell us if we're going to go higher. Just because it takes the New York lunch low doesn't mean it's going to target the New York lunch high, right? So we have market structure shift. We pulled our fib, found out where equilibrium was, and we had 2 fair value gaps in a premium. Well, we can take our long at equilibriums, and that's what we did. Okay, and then we saw that we created a breaker block, and we entered more trades. We took 2 more contracts, added 2 more contracts on. Then we took partials at 60%, moved our stop to break even plus 1 tick above the second entry. Okay, and then we got our full TP for the rest at the New York lunch buy side liquidity. So that is your PM Silver Bullet entry for Wednesday, October 4th.